Alright, I'm showing you the build that I have been using to grind ranked. Yes, look at my ranking in arena. So mostly for PvP build, it works in PvP as well. I've shown this build before in my video, so if you haven't watched it, go watch it. You're gonna see it works perfectly in raids, dungeon, in any PvE content. But right now I wanted to know if it is good for the arena, and it is. So right here you can see in one day, not even one day, a couple of hours, I started this morning, and right now this is where I am at. And right now this is where I am at Grandmaster. I've reached it. Obviously I will try to go to legend and even more, but right now we grinded a lot and I love this build, so I'm gonna show it to you, and then I will show gameplay footage on how to play this build. So my abilities, I use Infernal Twin Blades and Strategic Sword, both fully leveled up. You need to do this because whenever you do that, you're gonna get some special updates and some special perks that are needed. Really good to upgrade your martial arts. Actually, it's needed. This is a must. Boom, same thing here. Mostly the Strategic Sword because we need that affinity rate super high. Then I'm gonna show you my mystic skills. Before I was not using them at all because mostly I was playing PvE, dungeons and raids, but right now that I am playing PvP and arena, I see how crucial and important good mystic skills are. So these are the sets I run. Mostly some of them can be changed. I will tell you which one, but right now I have Soaring Spin. This is mostly because it is great to attack and get close to the enemy. Also, if you upgrade everything till tier 3, you get some more perks, and it also slows down the healing received by 60% over 5 seconds. So this will keep the enemy from healing properly. You want to use it against those umbrella characters, them fan characters. This is a really nice one to get. Then the one that I use the most right now is Wolf-like Frenzy. No particular buff or perks doing this one. The only thing that you get is more damage, but it is kind of really fast to deal with. So the enemy won't be able to parry everything. Some obviously will, but most of the time they won't, and you can cast it super fast. Whenever you're getting attacked, as soon as you have one free moment, you can cast it. That's why I love this one. Same thing with the Leaping Toad. You will want to use the Leaping Toad the exact same way than the Wolf-like Frenzy. Whenever you have one free moment to cast it, do it. Plus, there is also another benefit. As soon as you touch the enemy, you will get this Toad Venom applied on the enemy, and this will detonate after 3 seconds if I'm not wrong, or 5. But anyways, that Venom will be also a way to attack the enemy. Then I use Yaksha Rush. This one will allow you to break the defense of your enemy. So whenever they are blocking, not parrying, there's a difference. Parry means they need to press it at the exact moment you're attacking. Blocking means they're just holding their blocking ability. So now you need to break it, and Yaksha Rush is definitely the best one because you have this little dash that you can do and the enemy won't be ready for it. Yaksha Rush, super nice. You also need to have Cloud Step. I love it. I use this one to close the distance and then start my combos. So everything I just mentioned so far is a must. Now what you can do is also use Serenity Breeze. I've not been using it as much. At the end I did. So what I would do is have this right here. I would have this right here, and I would have Serenity Breeze right here. Basically, this right here would be all my mystic skills I use in a fight. So I just added Serenity Breeze. You know what it does. Whenever you're getting attacked, you can stop the combo right away. Also, right now I am using Golden Body. I did not use it to get all the way to Grandmaster. This is a good one if you want to think about it later on. I believe it will be really nice. Also, you have Meridian Touch because this one allows you to rush the enemy super fast, like almost unblockable, and it also has some perks. So basically, whenever you touch the enemy, this will increase the bonus damage dealt by 20% on a weak point break. So that's a really nice one to, you know, confuse the enemy. These are my 8 mystic skills for this build, and the reason why they were not on right now is because obviously whenever I am doing PvE and exploring the world, I need to, you know, use those right here, and some of them are not that necessary. Now we're moving on to my in a way. Nothing have changed really. So I use Echoes of Oblivion for the twin blades. Let me show you my tier 2. Then I go with Seasonal Age and tier 1. Seasonal Age, by the way, allows you to get one of these buffs right here: critical rate, affinity rate, physical damage bonus, and all attribute damage bonuses. As soon as you do a dual weapon skills, you're gonna get one of these. A dual weapon skill is whenever you swap weapon using your ability button. I'm gonna show you in a moment. Stay tuned. Then we have Moral Chant. Everyone knows about this one. I got it to tier 3. And finally, I have 5-fold bleed. This is super good for the bleeding effect, and I have it to tier 3. Now the gear, this is where I need to go super crazy. These are horrible, and still I got to Grandmaster, and I'm still going up super easy right now. So I use the Hawking sets. If you do not know what the sets are, you can tell with those 4 logos. So that means if you click here, you can see I get this effect right here, 4 pieces. Whenever you do a damage that triggers affinity, you're gonna get an increase of physical attack by 2% for 5 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Damage wise, hands down the best one. But the tricky part is that you need to trigger affinity, but in this build, I'm gonna show you again, you are gonna do some affinity. Now we have my sword. This is the same sets. Also, here are my stats. They're okay, not that good. Let me show you this one. It's not good at all, but still it works. And that's proof that if you can get some better stats tuning than me, you're gonna get even better result. I have not even attuned this one yet. Look, if I go here, I can still get this. This will boost my damage a lot and my current martial mastery build a lot. And look for my sword. I have stone split penetration. This is so bad, but hey, we can change it. Right here, still I have not attuned this one. And this one, same thing, I've not attuned it as well. So you can see how crazy I can improve this build, and you can as well. So that's what I rock for the offense. Now my defense, I have the Eagle Rise as always. Same thing here, I can definitely get some better stats like the rope dart damage boost. That's so pointless, I don't use it. I even use a tier 51 for my bracer because I still have not found a good 56. Look, those are just not it. They're not it. Like look, minus 31. So that's why I use the tier 51, but these 3 are tier 56. So that's it for the gear. The average enhancement, all maxed out. You need to do it. So go right here and max out everything to get this right here. The max HP increase by 3184. That is a lot of HP. Do it. For my arsenal, I have bamboo cut because I will be using the blades as much as possible. Yes, we have the sword, but the sword, the way I play is mostly to apply the bleeding at the start, and then I switch back to my twin blades where I will do the most damage. So that's why I have bamboo cut on. And you can see my arsenal mastery 1030 and 1830. If you have any question about those, let me know in the comment sections below. I will try to explain the best I can, because I know at first I was kind of confused as to how this works. The new system added to this new world tier is the Divine Craft. So you have fire, water, and poison. I use mostly poison, maxed out everything. It's easy. Right now we're kind of level cap. You can see we need to get to the level 8 in our world. So until we do that, just max out all 3. And mostly, like I said, I use the poison because it reduces the physical defense of your enemy. And whenever you pair this with the twin blade, it is even better because the twin blade has a lot of buffs and perks and abilities that goes up against the physical defense of the enemy. So this is just a plus. For example, in my Inoue, you go to the Echoes of Oblivion, you're gonna see that whenever you do damage, light attacks ignore their 10% physical defense and also a 10% bamboo cut resistance. So the blades are really good if you want to reduce the physical defense of the enemy. Now my talents, I'm gonna show you everything maxed out, every single thing. Then I have the arena. So far I focused on abrasion first, abrasion, and then I went with the other ones, and then like this, and I'm going slowly right here. So you can follow this path if you want, and that's it. I'm gonna show you quickly here and then I'll show you the gameplay. First thing first, I have my sword on. Then for my mystic skills, I make sure that I am on the right page. So right now this is the wrong one. Boom, this is the right one because I start with the cloud step. So this is the beginning. I apply poison on my sword like this. You do cloud step all over to the enemy. While you're going in the air, you need to swap back to the other page like that. So you can use the circle one, the wolf-like frenzy skill if ever you miss the cloud step. So now let's say this is the enemy. I'm right here. If I did hit my cloud step, I'm gonna right away hit the enemy with the martial arts with my sword like this to apply the bleeding. If I miss the cloud step, I'm not gonna do the martial art. I'm gonna go with this right here, the wolf-like frenzy, because it is a nice one to, you know, target enemy. And then I will go with the martial art like this. So this is how you start. You always want to apply bleeding to the enemy. That's how I start my damage. Right after that, I go with the dual blades like this. I do a dual weapon skill. So that's what I was talking earlier. Whenever I showed you the in a way, let me show you again. In a way. So as soon as you do a dual weapon skill, you get a buff. So I'm gonna do it right now. So like this, and you can see at the bottom, Will of 4 Seasons. So that's what I got. And if ever you click on it, you can see Will of 4 Seasons increases affinity rate by 4% for a couple of seconds. So that's why it's good to do a dual weapon skill. And in this build, we're gonna do it so much. Now I have the blade on. And then I just go crazy with the blade until we full up the rage bar so we can go and flame lash attack. So mostly I will go like this, then bap 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 like this, bap 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 like this, bap bap bap. You get the principle. And you should never finish your combo. So whenever I say finish, you see that's the regular combo. And at the end you do this combo right here. You should not do it. Let me show you again. So bap bap bap, the last one, you don't want to do it because it's gonna have this one free fraction moment that the enemy can counter your attack. So you need to do only the 3 first ones. So bap bap bap, and then you slash bap 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 slash bap 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 slash before the last one. So you do this all the way till you don't have your ability, and by this point the enemy will be exhausted. So you do your finisher while the enemy is on the floor. You go great while the enemy is on the floor because you did your finisher. You go in the flame lash mode. Flame lash, if you don't know what I'm talking about, flame lash is whenever you use the twin blades and you are enraged like this. Boom, this is flame lash. You know what I'm talking about. You can see the little bar filling up. It's red at the right bottom corner right here. You're gonna see it. So as soon as this is fully up, you go into that mode and you keep going, attacking. Once you're done with the raging, you swap back to the sword and you apply bleeding. By this time, by the way, the enemy is already dead, but let's see he's not. You're applying bleeding again and you can finish with this right here. Now the enemy will be dead. So that's the perfect combo. Obviously end game, it's not gonna happen like this. So you can mix match all your mystic skills. So let's see, right now I'm getting attacked. Trust me, with the leaping toad, you're gonna have this free moment that you can unleash this ability, and boom, you're gonna be free from the enemy, and the enemy will have toad venom, so that's even better. You can also use Serene Breeze. Like I said, I was not using it that much, but you can. Just like that, you're gonna be free from the enemy. And also whenever the enemy is far away, let's say they're just backing out, playing with umbrella and everything, you switch your pages to use the cloud step. Cloud step is super good to engage. So that's everything about the build. Now I'm showing you in arena live how to use it. Okay, so Achilles. What can we do against this guy? Okay, nice parry. I don't know why he did not attack me. Okay. Let's get ready fully. I'm waiting for my cooldown. Here we go. Bop. You can't break from that. Okay, so he's still not exhausted. Nope. There it is. Exhausted. It's over for him. It's over. It is. Oh, oh, I can do it too. I can do it too. Perfect. Let's go, Master 2. Soon we're gonna be Grandmaster. Oh, I actually forgot to check what loadout they are using. They have a spear and a sword. Okay, so probably they have a quicker spear. Okay, okay, that's a bad start. Let's try that again. Let's get some endurance. Cloud step. Bro. Alright, it's alright. Guys, I know I'm gonna win. As soon as I get the first touch, it's over. There it is. Please, no Serenity Breeze. Okay, it's alright. Leaping Toad to get away. Because we don't use Serenity Breeze right now. Perfect. There it is. Now they can get away. Nope, you don't. Enraged because they are underground. Over. Wow. Wow. That was great. That was great. Guys, you should always use your enrage mode, flame lash mode whenever the enemy is on the ground. And we just got Master 3. Is this the last one? Okay, so we got a range character. So I'm gonna show you how I deal with them. As soon as you get in, as soon as you get the first touch, you don't let go. You apply the pressure and it's over. They can get away with Serenity Breeze, but you can as well. You use your Serenity Breeze or the Leaping Toad like I showed you. No, let me hit that comp. Nice. Okay. Okay, not bad. I can parry. Come on. There. Oh, I parried that. I parried that. What you can do, I can. I can also do it, but better. Nice. Now, for sure, one more, and we are. I thought this was the last one. Okay, so I'm aggressive player. You just need to parry the first cloud step. Don't tell me you're gonna be my victim to show you guys the perfect combo. No, okay. He did well. Bop, bop, bop. I know I can do my finisher whenever I want to. Oh, I missed. Oh my god. I missed the window. I was gonna say I knew I can do it whenever I can. But I missed it. Definitely game over. We are Grandmaster, guys. I can see it already. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not bad. I think he's gonna die from the bleeding. Look, I knew. Nice. That's Grandmaster. Let's go. Grandmaster 1. It took me a couple of hours since this morning and nice. So if I did it, you can too with this build. If you have any question for me, ask them right now in the comment sections below. I will answer you. Now I'm going to legend. Lastly, guys, join the guild main characters. We are waiting for you. If you don't have a guild, this is the one for you. It does not matter what you like to do, PvPs, exploring. This is the guild that you want to join to get your XPs and your rewards. If we were a lot in this guild, it'd be way easier to find teammates to run these events right now. On that note, I will see you on my next video. Peace.